Sis, Sicarius, Dracus plays Oxygen Not Included Prehistoric Planet Pack number 50! What? What? Anyway, hello, welcome to the show. In this one, I think that we are going to do, some work in here. This is running just fine, so we could connect more of these. I feel confident connecting more of these, to get more rad bolts. I'm gonna see how much or how hard it takes the system down. See, let's watch. See, it does drain the system, but does it ever bounce back? Nope, it doesn't. It just completely drains it. Whoa. So the point, or the reason why I'm looking at this is if these can fill up, then we have enough power here to run the system, run this system here and get all these rad bolts going into here. That's going to generate us some. Why is this damaged? I don't know. This is going to generate us, of course, the stuff that we need for our rockets. Yep, and those have been going. As soon as they get their steam, they get that. But unfortunately, everything in here is taking some crazy heat from the molten iridium that we're just dropping in right here. I mean, look at that igneous rock. We got 32 tons of igneous rock at 1146. So this is not necessarily generating the heat we need. These tiles here aren't working very well. Which is, like, shocking to me. This will probably eventually warm up. I don't know. It should eventually warm up. They taken that iridium and just healing all their stuff, the stuff here. I don't mind the damage, it's fine. We do need a better way of handling this. That is for sure. Building broken, building overheated. This is all this, yes. Circuit overloaded somewhere. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot about this. This is the carbon dioxide bomb that we seem to have acquired, and I overproduced our carbon here, and this never ran. And these are not running right now, so we can actually drain the carbon pretty quickly with these two things. There's only a standard amount. Something else that we need to consider is that we need to make sure that this doesn't overpressure. We might even need to, like, move it over and do something better with that. So I guess that just kind of makes me think that maybe I should open this up and turn it into a giant steam room. And instead of just dropping everything here, drop it into a steam room. Leave this stuff alone. But we could probably aquatuner it to like 30 degrees. And then we could just simplify all of this into just one. The next thing that I want to think about is some dartles are starving. That's horrible. How's this room looking? It looks kind of dirty. Building broken, the gas pump in here. We definitely have made you out of iridium. You are pumping hot sulfur. Oh, so here's the problem, is that it's pumping sulfur and not steam. Is the sulfur just coming into this room? Is that what I just had it do? I thought we had done something to where I was drinking the liquid. That's what happens when you don't think about this stuff. Liquid sulfur. If it's not liquid sulfur. Okay, so liquid sulfur is coming in through here. We just have to wait for these things to just chew through it. That's just all I can do. Eventually this stuff will cool down. Yep, not much to do about that. That's just how that's going to work. However, I do need to get rid of the sulfur gas in here. The sulfur gas is the only thing in here that is a problem. So instead of having this thing let sulfur do whatever it's going to do, we need to get it out of here, and then handle it in a different way. This is why I feel like this is kind of a mess, right? Because we're not doing this properly. We are getting this, but we should be just like making this a big brick or a big tile, and then putting all of our weak stuff really close into the steam. So just some thoughts on that. Up here, I guess we're going to make some rocket platforms. Three seems to suit me. What we're going to do with these rocket platforms is we're going to make Radbolt rockets. It should maybe two. Well, let's just do two for now. But these different rockets, we're going to have one that has dupes in it and the other one that has dupes in it. Probably three apiece. And we're going to go conquer space and finish up space. We need to go do all the space conditions for the achievements. Yay! And then that's what we're going to do there. Also, we might just upgrade these so that they're not using steam anymore, so that they're using rad bolts. I'm kind of worried we're not generating enough rad bolts for that to be valuable. The other thing I see is that we have just all this. Oh, we have more than 60 uranium in here. So this thing is being fed as much uranium as it possibly wants, which means this is wrong somehow. This shouldn't be full at all. Maybe that's a graphical bug? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know why it's full like that. It's saying it's full. Alright. No big deal. We can save a bunch of Geico money. Oh. There we go. Have those things build up a big amount. That way we're not just hitting it with little amounts. We're actually building up a full day's go. Down here, I don't really even think we need to even use this anymore. Oh, hey, this can be mopped. So do I keep it as just something cute? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're not thinking about that right now. We need to be thinking about this. I need to fix this. Sorry, everybody. I got distracted. Uproot. We're getting rid of this stuff here. Uproot. What's the temperature here? 30? So a small cheaty way to... It's not really cheaty, but it kind of is using oxyferns to exchange the carbon dioxide with the oxygen, because it flips the tiles. They might be overpressure. Nah, it might be fine. All right, so they're gonna get that. Are they losing maximum aptitude? I don't know. Okay, they're gonna get these. That starts that. Let's fix this. So this plumbing water fills up this line here, and this line is just going in here. We don't have an infinite storage for polluted water, so this is all just going in here, and this other loop is cycling. So we don't have an infinite storage here for polluted water. That's what I'm seeing. I think we're just gonna kill off this stuff and then make that storage, and it'll just be kind of like a pair to this one right here. Yeah, sounds good to me too. We're gonna chip off all those buildings. In ventilation, was this just an example? Okay, yep. This was just an example. And deconstruct this. We don't need this anymore. And I guess we're gonna get rid of the ladders here. We're just gonna have a pair just like this one right here. And then I have liquid going right here, so this probably just needs to get short-circuited this way. I don't really want to use power, but what I want is, if this fills up, I just want it to keep draining into here. So, liquid vents on the top, right? And then we're gonna have two liquid pumps just like the other one, and then these are just gonna come out this way, and we'll go this way because this is gonna be crazy. And then this line right here, I really like the way that this line does this. I guess this whole line is just gonna go this way. Yep. Okay, that's how that's gonna look. And then we'll just connect this to that line. And we'll get this worked on right now. Someone is trapped. What are you trapped on? Hi. The other thing is I don't really see good ways of them being able to finish this, so, we need to... Oh. Alright. You know, by doing that, I absolutely prevent myself from making a way down here. Like, Doop, doop, doop. I might as well make a door right here. I might as well make a very, very high priority door right there. Well, that's going to be interesting. So I guess I need to make a pipe here and a jump here, and then it'll go up. It'll go up and in, and then we'll just leave this pipe here. Yeah. Build that. So what I want it to do is I want it to fill this line first. I want it to fill this line first, and if it can't, then fill the other line. If it can't, then fill the other line. Boom. Just like that. Can I not get in there? Did that little dirt piece become dirt again? We need to clear that out. There was some thing there that needed to be cleared. There's a bunch of iridium right here. Ooh, boily gunk. Scary. Yeah, when this cools down, then we will. Another thing that we could do is check to. Oh, that's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of sulfur gas in here. Okay. Look at all these flock spawns. How are we getting these guys? Oh, the meat is ready to be taken. Okay. I didn't realize that was going to be part of it. That they needed to be that to be taken. Oh, come on. How hard is this going to be? We are kind of in trouble here. That's working great. Okay. Just let them through. Just auto. We just need them to deliver this stuff. They'll get to it. I believe in them. Look at how fast maximum aptitude makes him go. That's amazing. All right, lock this up. And then this one. And this one. Let them finish this stuff off. This is going to pump. So let's start pumping this. Boom. Okay. So all of this is going to get tamed. This needs to go like that. There. Now both of those can run simultaneously. Up here, we have a similar kind of problem. That we have like this crazy piping, and it was supposed to do a whole bunch of stuff, but now we don't need it anymore, so we're just going to delete it. And then I'm going to fix it. We're going to fix this a different way. I don't know how any of this stuff works, and I don't care. Yep, I don't care. We're just gonna check it out and see how the the plumbing falls after this. Time to clean this plumbing up. Because I see a polluted water line and I see a clean water line going up here. And then an extra, or a second one for other shenanigans. Okay, so that line, this is for... This right here is biodiesel. Great. This needs to do some sort of work. This is polluted water here, and this line should be the main line for getting rid of polluted water. I think polluted water just goes up this line here. Here we go. Yes, this needs to get drained by this, and it should go into here. That way? Goes into here. This has priority and gets rid of all this stuff here. So we need to set this line up here. It doesn't need to have any more than what is on the line. So, out to in here, we need more water. And here is... Here's in. And here is some out. We need a little bit of clean water or polluted water here. Oh, that is interesting. Where is the regular water coming from? Well... I don't like there's polluted water in my line here. It's bad news. This is out of power. Yeah, that can get deconstructed, but that's never going to get used ever again. And any duplicant can go through here now because... any duplicant can go through here because they're all wearing suits now, so... Flooding! Let's mop that up if we can. Can we mop that up? We can. Not that one, please. What's here? Nuclear fallout? Little bits of nuclear fallout at 138 degrees. Come on. Come on, turn into liquid. The next thing that I can think to do is... Oh, nice. That was great. I mean, this can just chill right there. Our lines are kind of losing a little bit. This little bit of carbon dioxide has totally blocked that off. Okay, on back down to here, down to this mess. Should be enough. I broke it. Oh, that's a regular heavy watt joint plate right there. That's got to get removed. Oh no, that's a heavy watt joint plate right here too. All right, well, let's get fixing on those. Is this a trap? Oh, I need to not be dumb. Don't be dumb. Fast as you can, please. Very nice, thank you. What are you waiting on? Why are you not just draining? Pipe block disabled by grid. I don't even care. I don't even care if there's anything in here. Pretty much power is it. What is going on here? Oh, I destroyed that. I see. Cool. That'll pump a little bit more efficiently now. Oh, that hadn't even been built yet. Another thing that we need to worry about here is that we have way too much gunk, and now it's time for gunk to get stored somewhere. We need to process our gunk too. I guess I'll leave these bottles all here. We have a bunch of gunk. That's a lot of potential that's a lot of potential, what's the word for that? Petroleum. Okay. These should be not pipe blocked. Why is this pipe blocked? Oh, what happened? Did somebody go in? I mean, that's enough. There's enough carbon dioxide. That should have worked just fine. Bloop. And then just get us enough so that we... Look at all that food poisoning. Although, we should also be making these out of... You know what? it's for the good of the colony. We're gonna do some upgrades on this. We have uranium ore, so we're going to use uranium ore on some of these areas in here. I know it's going to probably make a lot of mess, but let's do it. Go on, get to it. And then we're gonna cut that off just a little bit. I think they're just waiting for the task to be done. Oh, that's why it escaped right here. That's what happened. And this slight bit of uranium should be enough to knock out any poison germs that are in here. No work. Are we making steam in here somehow? It's only 50 degrees, and yet I feel like I'm seeing steam. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now commence winning. And the light radiation here should be enough to just kill all this stuff off. Very nice. Are we still too hot here? Wow, we are just baking this area. So we're gonna need to figure out a way how to pull the igneous rock out. Unfortunately, I think that we're gonna have overheating with this room due to that. Maybe I just need to run this stuff through tile like normal. And just run it through the tile and back around. That sounds like a plan. New printables are finally available. Jeez. Hey, slicksters. You want to make me some oil? I got a bunch of carbon dioxide for you. That's 14 degrees. Let's see. What's our temperatures here? Anything hot? Oh, so we got this like really, really hot carbon dioxide vent here. These could be really great for slickster ranches. We just pressurize them. How do I want to pressurize this thing? It's gonna be super hot. Carbon dioxide into... I don't really have a plan for that. But for now, I'm just gonna have some insulated tiles here. And we're gonna do just a quick little a ranch for these slicksters. This is just to keep the whole thing in, and this is to keep it pressurized, and then we'll eventually deconstruct these here. And then we need to put a door, like, over here. We're not going to let the slicksters, out. We're not going to let the slicksters out anywhere here, so they're going to be, like, trapped in a little, like, 2x2 or 4x4 room here. They'll just eat the carbon dioxide out of here, and then we'll figure out more to do with them later. All right. This is flooded. Let's quickly fix that. We're just making a bunch of salt down here. Stuff could be picked up. This is rolling just fine. Spend your 50th anniversary cleaning. And this will eventually drain out here, and then we're fine. Like all this is we've handled this. It's gonna be in here forever. The next thing we could do is we could clean out all of these little areas here and just drop all of our liquids, since we've already popped the carbon dioxide. Could just dig all the rest of this out and then open up the whole area. But I'm really worried about what it's going to do to our oxygen. And then of course we have all this damage here that's just doing crazy stuff. I need to do something about this. It's too hot for everything here, huh? Could have a sweeper grab it. I could just leave the heat here and then put... Oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, so what I'll do is... we're just going to have the sulfur do the sulfur thing here. I think that's fine, and it should do that from now on. This should be our steam room. It should be containing a bunch of steam here. And that's not... And the point of this room is not to just be over hot. It's to handle this little iridium ball. I mean, look at this tile. This tile is claiming to be like 135, but then it gets over here, it's like only 140. These could be eating much more heat. So we need a diagonal to hit it. We need to hit it at a diagonal. So we're going to do this for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get that... I'm going to try and break the... break this heat line right here so that this room cools down a little bit. There's not really anything in here that's gonna cool this room down, just a bunch of just this right here. But I'm gonna drip this out here, and then once this room gets to be a reasonable temperature, then we'll auto sweeper it. Or maybe we just lock it up. We just lock it up and then... No. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be in here somewhere. But I think that putting this over a shipping container is going to give us an advantage to help with our heat here. This is hardly... I don't even think this is hardly even being used. 41%. We have all this liquid and all this stuff here, so once we run it, we can just run it into cool area here. What do I think? Yep, I think it hit. Nice. That's very nice. Okay, so next plan is we're gonna cycle this around here. Yeah, I don't really even know. I think iron is sufficient here. I just feel like we want to just go across and into here, down around to where this is. It's 90. It should be 90 degrees here. And then we need to drop it somewhere. In here, I can throttle the emptying of it, and so that the line just doesn't clear immediately. So let's break in here. Basically, we're going to do what we were doing here. We're going to deconstruct this, and we'll do this from here. See how it can grab that? That'll make sure that the heat that's being produced right here is going to get forced down this line. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that pushing with we're going to do that pushing with the conveyor, the materials on the conveyor. It's nice in here, and we're gonna get like every other. Problem is, what I really want is I really want to throttle the output that goes out of here. Right here. We're gonna deconstruct this thing here, and then we'll do a diagonal and get in here. Probably from there. And then once we come in here, we'll also mop up this stuff. I don't know if they're going to be able to hit that. Really feel like I should close this off. I don't know. This room is magic. Or close it off this way, at least, so they have to come all the way around here to get in here. It's like a snail shale. Weird. I guess I don't have any igneous rock. That's not great. And the other thing is we're gonna have to figure out a way how to get into here. So maybe open this up. That gets us this and this. We can get everything but this tile, unless I deconstruct this one. All right. Now that we have a way in here, this is going to get pretty hot for us. So the plan is we're going to deconstruct these. They'll hopefully have enough water in here. We need to move this sulfur. No, wait a second. Wait. That needs to get moved out of here. I know you've got all kinds of stuff in here. Okay. What I don't want is this sulfur getting us in trouble. Okay, so we're going to deconstruct this. Thank you for being our guinea pig here. We need to mop that up and get rid of it. And then on this line here, we're going to put a conveyor meter. The automation wire is just going to connect it to itself. While we're working on it, might as well make it a big old deal. Probably don't have anywhere to move it to. Here is where I would prefer it to be moved to. Don't hurt yourselves. Hey. Oh, and it needs power, huh? Everything's so power hungry in this world. There's actually gold right there, so I think we're just gonna use gold. I know, sorry. And I just lost half my mass of my sulfur right there. Oh, there's gold right there, guys. The automation wire get put in. Automation wire is great. We're gonna limit to like 0.3. All right, steam is horrible in here now. However, Flip. Once this stuff gets fixed... Oh, and once we get power to this... Cobalt. Probably not a good idea to have cobalt in here. Might need to be something bigger. Left that gold in there. Printables be available, everybody. Pemmican for some nosh. Great. We are still having lots of gas problem. However, I do believe these are just going flat out now. It will eventually take care of itself. As long as it doesn't get up to here. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of carbon dioxide. What's wrong with this? Body temperature. Now you're too hot. What about you? Are you too cold now? No, irrigation stored, right? Because there's water in here now. I bet that's the case with these two. Should try and empty the storage from the end of the line first. Still water. Is there a lot of water in this line? Are we in trouble? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't even look like there's anything in this line. Oh yeah, because you know why? Because I don't like that. I don't trust that line at all. Let's get moving with that. Okay. We are going to eventually have to do something about that. We still have 2 yellow alerts. Okay. Let's get on back down. Alright, so this is going to make super stupid hot metal. These are really, really cooking now. I'm sorry. What do you, why? What do you not see? I don't understand. Disabled by the power grid. Yes. I can get all this. I don't even care. Wait. Did this melt? No. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now this, like, hot rock is going to get all dumped right here, and it's going to really increase the temperature of this area right here. It's going to make this work flat out, but this will eventually start doing smaller units. That's still pretty darn hot, but it's just fallen. I mean, I think even smaller than that. Just gonna make everything in this room just get really hot. No big deal. I believe in the process. All right, I'm gonna call it for this episode. We are going to make 2 new rockets, and which we don't have the research for because we've stopped all of our research for some reason. We never finished up with our researches. Quick look at that real quick. I was gonna call it for this episode, but maybe we get somebody back onto this stuff. This is awaiting rad bolts. What are we waiting rad bolts? Ignore. That was the whole problem with the entire time with that one. So I bet this is gonna fill up nice and full. Oh, this is actually full. Whoa, we stored all the rad bolts that we could store here. When's the last time we tried to do this work, Aaron? Sorry, everybody. I did hate to be distracted, but it's just like, wait a second. What have these been doing here? Just sitting here? So the next time it stores rad bolts. So this is fine. I'm gonna make that an 8. This should be a 9. Anyway, once this fills up, this should start shooting rad bolts. There we go. And that's gonna fill that all nice and up. Oh, that's a bad idea. Go do that. Great. Now that research is fixed. Cool. Okay, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna call it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Bye.